Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 9 of the Hot Tag. We're here live, America's favorite agent, AJ Pan. Joining me, the authentic one, Mr. Brandon Lewis.
That is I.
Great to have you back here.
It's always a pleasure to be here with you.
So now we're talking about the big pay-per-view coming up this weekend.
Yes, I'm excited.
It is. It's an interesting card, and this is the first one, WWE Payback. They just added this to their...
you mean this isn't Backlash?
No, it's not Backlash. I think that was actually eliminated from their schedule.
Oh, man. Or Armageddon?
Yeah, TLC took that place.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I guess it's Payback.
It's Payback, yes.
Yeah,
it's Payback, ladies and gentlemen. June 16th.
I like Backlash.
Backlash was an interesting pay-per-view.
Yeah. All right, cool.
But yeah, it takes place this Sunday, June 16th, from Chicago, Illinois. The hometown of CM Punk, which we will talk about him later on during this episode.
Yeah, you should have waited till later, because I could have just went off there.
I know, that's why I wanted to cut you off, saying we will talk about him later. Big event. They've actually done a pretty decent job building this pay-per-view.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you have payback? You want to get payback to the mic? What
no, go ahead. Well, number 1.
That's it.
There you go.
So, kick it off. Just signed this week, WWE Divas title match. Kaitlyn takes on AJ Lee.
Ooh. Thoughts on that? You want to start that
I mean, they've been building that for quite a while, actually. I'm surprised it took this long to pull the trigger on that match. Interesting that they...
That did take a while.
It did. I expected maybe 1 or 2 pay-per-views back.
Really, but after this past week's Raw, I think they finally, hit the tone that they wanted to hit. They're ready to pull that trigger. And me personally, I'm rooting for AJ. I like AJ. I mean, AJ for the win. Gets the gold. My prediction.
Yeah, but the way...
No.
What?
No, AJ for the win.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to say a little...
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
I like the way they actually they concluded the storyline. Well, not concluded, but built up to the actual pay-per-view match. Mm-hmm. The whole catfish with Big E Langston. Mm-hmm. You need to wake up there, pal?
Oh, no, I'm fine. It's juice.
I see that. That's actually good. I like the blue edition. But yeah, the catfish was actually very interesting.
Yes.
They all played their parts extremely well.
I think so.
The facials on Kaitlyn, Big E, and the promo by AJ Lee was
that was remarkable.
Fantastic.
I'm a promo guy. I love when people are able to carry their emotion out on the microphone. It's an old phrase. It still works today. You got to talk the butts into the seats, and AJ did it masterfully, which she lacks in height and I guess muscle build. Her talk game and her intelligence is there.
Something with those initials, AJ Lee, AJ Styles, AJ Pan.
Yeah, it's very popular.
It is, and I think we all have that common mindset.
She's the prettiest one, though.
She is slightly prettier than I am, but you know. But yeah, I'm going with AJ Lee also for the win. I'm a huge fan of hers. She has pulled off everything that she has been given, from being with Bryan, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Kane, the Raw GM.
Yeah, just pulled it off masterfully. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think part of the reason why they extended it, to finally have the match happen now, is because they wanted to get some time to really develop AJ Lee's character and also how she is in the ring. Because we really didn't see her in the ring all that time she was with those gentlemen. Now we've gotten to see her sly, kind of coy. Don't know when she's going to sneak it on you, but then snaps that Black Widow submission. And I'm actually looking forward to it more than I've ever looked forward to a WWE Divas match in a long time.
In a long time.
Normally, if I want to see a women's match, I'll watch FWE.
Thank you. Yes.
There you go.
next Friday night, June 21st.
There you go.
Pay-per-view.
There you go.
Yes, of course. Next match, WWE United States Championship match. My man Dean Ambrose taking on the Big Red Machine Kane.
I'm going with Ambrose on this one. I don't think he's going to lose the belt yet. Just got it, and the Shield has to hold on to their dominance into for however long this runs. And hopefully it's a long time. I love the Shield. I believe in the Shield.
I do. I believe in the Shield as well. Ambrose, I think they finally realizing he is... All 3 men talented, love them all, but I think he is the man to put the stock in for the future of the WWE. I think he, in about 2 or 3 years' time, will be on the level of a CM Punk and a Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Kane has been stepping up, and it's been funny to see how, with a lot of the older, the Attitude Era guys who have been finally slowly phasing out or been, retiring.
Yeah.
Kane is now kind of the man to lead these young kids along the WWE way, and he has been doing a great job, I think.
I've always been a fan of Kane, and it always, when you're a fan of Kane, and I think a lot of people are, I think even people who don't watch wrestling today, if you bring up Kane, people bring up the memories they have of him. But me personally, Kane was always at his best when, one, he's working with someone, has someone to play off of, and also he's at his best as a good guy, which is why whenever people want to see him go back to that monster Kane, they never get the monster Kane that he started out as. It's not the same. Because he's at his best when he's feeding off the crowd and feeding off of partners like Daniel Bryan, which is why I think he's really picked up now. Him and Dean Ambrose is someone who really, and I know this and a lot of people know this, he's the kind of person who can have a good match with anybody. And when you're working with someone the size of Kane, the style that Kane wrestles in, you got to be able to work with him. If you can't work with him, that's not his fault, that's on you. Dean Ambrose can, I think, not pull a good match out of Kane, because I think Kane's always had it in him. I think Dean Ambrose is capable of working with his style and creating something very interesting on TV.
I agree. Mm-hmm. So we're both saying Ambrose for the win?
Ambrose for the win, though. Ambrose,
yes.
Boom.
Ambrose all the way. I like this episode.
We're starting out strong.
That's it.
This is a working tag team right here.
This is a well-oiled milkshake right here. Who needs a 5-star stud? He's enjoying
I didn't say that.
No, I love you, Joey.
We're family, bro.
Kayfabe that.
No, that was kayfabe.
Oh, okay.
We're not the same.
Oh, yeah. WWE Tag Team title match now coming up. The Shield, the other two members, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, take on the team that was thrown together this week by WWE interim GM, I even forget her title. Vicky Guerrero.
Whatever. It's not Commissioner Slaughter?
No, not
President Jack Tunney?
Maybe in 2 weeks. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. They are getting a shot.
Real early.
Yes. Good job.
Go ahead. Knock it out.
DB and Randy Orton against the Shield. Interesting that they've thrown Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton together. I think they maybe kind of realized it's kind of hard now at this point to turn Orton heel. He's on the same level right now, I think, as like a Kane, a Chris Jericho. He has so much respect from the WWE universe that they kind of don't want to boo him no matter what. Like even when he gave the RKO to DB on SmackDown, mm-hmm. they booed, but they weren't kind of sure. It was a very faint boo for that.
See, here's the thing. I think you're kind of correct. There's this crowd of people that are always going to cheer for Randy. And then there's a crowd of people like myself who loves the way he works but thinks he works better as a bad guy. And me personally, I think he's gotten stale. Not a knock on his technical ability or it's just we've seen it kind of run its course. And over the time that he's been here, other people have become more popular. Take, for instance, Daniel Bryan. I think if this was Daniel Bryan 3 months ago, 4 months ago, if it was an RKO, no one would have cared. Daniel Bryan, over the last 2 weeks, that's all it's taken, like 2, maybe 3 weeks, has become the most popular guy in WWE, bar none, no comparison. I really think that if all the action, I'm sure he has action figures, but if there's more t-shirts, more cups, posters, things like that, he could honestly, right now, give John Cena a run for the money. Because he is awesome on camera in front of the microphone, and the backstage, in the locker room, and also in the ring. Everywhere he goes, he is that fun to watch. So I think that's part of the reason why. That being said, I am very, I think Randy was kind of shoehorned into this because you need something to put Randy to do. And why not put him in one of the biggest storylines with one of the biggest teams? The biggest team and probably arguably the biggest storyline in WWE, that with the Shield.
It's funny. They've actually been doing this on and off for a while. I remember a couple of months back, they teamed Orton with Kane and Daniel Bryan when they were still doing the Hug It Out thing with Dr. Shelby. And there was one episode on SmackDown where they tried to get Randy to join in. Yeah. And he's like, no, I don't do that. And they come on, they did him in the ring. No, his expression was priceless. That was the only time I really saw huge emotion out of the guy. Yeah. So, Orton working with them, I like the chemistry there. It's something, like you were saying, something different. And it works.
I like it. It's good writing on the creative team's part. way to keep it interesting, because the whole Daniel Bryan Kane thing could have gotten old, but it's really cool. However, now getting down to nitty gritty, I gotta say, I still think the Shield is holding on to it, the gold. I think they're gonna be holding on. All three of them are being holding on to the gold for a while.
My heart belongs with the Shield, but for some reason I want to say Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton will pull it out.
Okay.
These odd combinations sometimes usually end up working out.
So you think that'll cause friction with him and Kane? Maybe Kane was the wink link. Maybe Kane doesn't get the gold, and Daniel Bryan and his new partner does.
Or maybe Kane gets jealous that he has a new tag team partner and somebody else to hold gold with.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with DB and Randy for this one.
Okay.
So you're going with the Shield.
I'm still sticking with the Shield.
Okay. So we got no tag on that one.
No tag. But you know what? We had a good run.
We did.
Next one.
Maybe we could pick it up later. A triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Now, this match was originally supposed to be Wade Barrett versus The Miz versus Fandango. Fandango, it was announced that he has suffered a concussion at a house show, so he has been pulled out of the match. Get well wishes to Fandango. Hope you're back soon. One of the most entertaining people on the roster right now. So now it is Wade Barrett.
I guess not right now.
No, well,
I'm sorry.
He's not terminated, so. So now it is Wade Barrett versus The Miz versus Paul Heyman's newest guy, Curtis Axel.
Yes, Larry the Perfect Act Curtis. Yes.
Right. Something along that
line. I'm going with the undefeated Larry the Perfect Act Curtis. I'm going with Curtis Axel. I think he's taking the gold.
I agree. I think this was a blessing in disguise for Mr. Axel. They've been putting him to win, but cheaply get wins over Triple H and John Cena. And in my opinion, not the way to try to build a new Paul Heyman guy when you have such other clients as CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. And you try to rebuild the former Michael McGillicuddy, which was a horrible, horrible name, horrible gimmick. They didn't know what to do with him.
I'm sorry, but you were probably about to cheer for a guy named Fandango. Fandango was a horrible name that could have went nowhere, and it ended up being big. The guy's legit name, his mother's maiden name, I should say, is McGillicuddy. Every time somebody crapped on his name, even he crapped on his name, but they're crapping on his mother's legit name.
But there was nothing else along with it. At least Fandango, there's panache, there's flair, there's...
Oh, goodness.
There's Summer Rae. They didn't allow Michael McGillicuddy to do anything else, like just be, and they acknowledged it.
They didn't really give him anything to do. But I think if he actually got over and everything, all that matters is how you get over with the fans. I think McGillicuddy would have been perfectly fine if they gave him the opportunity and if he was where he needed to be. That being said, I'm still sticking with.
I'm sticking with Curtis Axel. I agree. Yeah, I just they're on the right track with him. The remixed Kurt Hennig music, which I love, one of the best themes right now. Definitely. Being teamed up with Heyman, so he's getting better on his mic skills, Axel. But at least he has a master of the game now to also work with.
And I think also to be fair, I don't mind them doing how he's getting his wins. One, they're still wins, and two, they're wins over the biggest names. You can't expect someone who's a rookie. He's a rookie. Can't expect him to be pulverizing veterans championship gold on his first attempt. He's still getting the win. He's still getting put over. There's still a buzz. There's stuff there for him. And you can't expect him to walk in on his first day, even though technically it's not his first day, doing CM Punk, Brock Lesnar-like, monster pushes. Don't forget who Paul Heyman is. He's not just the Don King who's walking around with the world champions, but he himself is just a sly, slimy character who will take whatever win he could get. And this one, I feel like having this new protege to work with, that'll do it. Get your wins however you can, and it rubs off on him.
Okay. We disagree on the way to win, but we both go with Curtis Axel.
Okay. You can.
So a tag on Curtis Axel, the IC champion.
3 for 4, 75% right now.
Now is one of the big ones. Who is best in the world? What?
I think that's fine.
Were you
My math.
I'm not a math major, so that's. Who is the definitive best in the world? Chris Jericho against CM Punk.
First of all, I just want to say, I'm looking forward to the match. It's going to be a great match. Secondly, I want to say, how many times are they gonna have this best in the world kind of? This is every time they get together is the argument for the best in the world.
Well, no, for WrestleMania, no. Well,
every
he
time
was a drunk one.
He came back. He was the heel Jericho and was like, "I'm the best in the world, Punk." And then he's like the multiple time the longest reigning champion, and I'm the best in the world. Chris Jericho's coming after the belt now as the good guy. I'm the best in the world. And now it's I'm coming back from an injury and I didn't even say anything to you yet. You're picking on me. I'm the best. Chris Jericho has a personal problem with CM Punk, and I'm not sure what this issue is. But I think maybe, honestly, it could be, and this is what has me excited, that even though they've had their matches and it's been a battle for best in the world, and CM Punk always manages to win, so Chris Jericho should learn, maybe they haven't had their best match yet. And I think we could see something incredible on Payback. That being said, I'm going with Punk.
This is a tough one. I mean, I agree with you. I think this might be one of their best matches. I feel they're centering more on the best in the world at this time. At the WrestleMania, then they kind of started with that, but then Jericho brought out that Punk's sister was, I think she was a drug addict.
Yeah.
And he tried to get him to drink, so that kind of took over the storyline. So that's more like the Jericho, like WrestleMania, where they try to give him such stupid storylines.
Right.
Where now it's about who is, like, he's the best in the world at what he does. CM Punk is the best in the world. Now let's throw every stupid thing out the window and let's just get in the ring and prove
just two
who
guys
is
going in there and
the best wrestler in the world right now.
So
the point that you said that Jericho should learn, I think he might have learned his lesson. I think it's time for him to get a victory over CM Punk. I think he is gonna pull one out.
It's tough to say because Jericho right now, and if you look at like his match history since he's been back, he's been kind of put in the role of getting other people over. At the same time, you really don't know where CM Punk's coming back from because he walked out last time, and maybe we could be seeing another change for him. I really don't know what direction they're going in. That being said, though, I still got to put my money on the person that I think is going to have a longer stay currently, and the guy who's coming back, CM Punk, as opposed to the rock star.
All right. So you're saying Punk, I'm saying Jericho.
It's all right.
Okay.
No, it's a good pick. It's going to be a great match.
It's going to be, the winners are the fans in that one.
Yeah,
it's going to be a fantastic match. The World Heavyweight Championship will be decided as
Ziggler.
The man is... you don't waste no time on that one.
Ziggler.
The show-off, Dolph Ziggler, has returned. He returned this past Monday. He will be facing Alberto Del Rio.
You know what I just noticed?
What is that?
For the majority of the matches that we've talked about, I have said how this could be possibly, a fantastic match. Payback is really looking like you should pay for this and see this kind of pay-per-view. That being said, Del Rio works well in the ring with certain people. Ziggler works well in the ring with everybody. Now, he may have a bit of ring rust. I doubt he hasn't been going for that long. But I think he's going to come in. His momentum has been cut short. He's the champion. He didn't really get to run with the belt. He's still the champ. But now he's got to get that momentum back. He's got to make sure that when he's back on Raw, the spotlight is on him. And I think this is going to be a really good match, just like I said before. And I'm going with Ziggler for the win.
It's one of those old adages in wrestling. It's always money to have the face chasing the heel.
Yes.
So I think it means more. And Ziggler, he hasn't even reached his potential yet.
No.
He's held the belt. He's held the belt for a month now, month or two. No,
month and a half.
Month and a half, and he hasn't defended it.
No.
So he's earned, he deserves, and I think he will get a pretty decent run with it.
And kudos to WWE for letting him hold on to it with the concussion.
Yeah, because that would have been a horrible way out, to have Del Rio and Swagger at the last pay-per-view beat the belt. Del Rio's been on the money. I've said it before, I've been surprised by his face turn and the face work. He's proved himself to be a top face. He's been doing great things. Always a great match. I'm a big fan of Del Rio's. But Ziggler, pardon the pun, but he is money. He's money in the bank since he won that. And he is just one of the top guys right now. One of my top 5.
Definitely.
In the business. And I think, Ziggler's going to continue to hold the world title.
Yeah.
Boom. There we go.
Back on track.
Yes, we are. And now the main event for the WWE title.
We got here quickly.
We did. I think we finally got our stride.
Yeah, we did.
It's the 3 Stages of Hell match. John Cena takes on Ryback.
Yes.
For those of you who are not familiar, 3 Stages of Hell are basically 2 out of 3 falls match with gimmicks attached to them.
Stipulations
to the lay person. The first fall will be a lumberjack match. So everybody you see on main event and on Superstars, they'll be around the ring. If you want to know where JTG was,
finally get some pay-per-views.
And the guys who didn't get a pay-per-view bonus at Mania, they'll get it here.
Oh man!
So that's the first fall.
You're rubbing the salt in the wound.
We're just so quick. Got to do a couple. Got to let the heel out.
They are the dark match battle royal. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the first stage in the 3 Stages of Hell happens for free on YouTube.
That match is actually bringing out Sheamus versus Damian Sandow.
You know, there's stuff I can say about this. We're gonna save this for the 10th episode of the Hot Tag. Yes. And I tell you, I'm just gonna go off. I don't know if anyone has thrown in their suggestions. Honestly, I'm going authentic mode right now. I don't need them because there's a million things that I can talk about, and there's some stuff I could say about that. That being said, since we brought it up, was it Sheamus versus who?
Sheamus versus Damian Sandow.
Where's Miz in this?
He is. We talked about him earlier.
We did?
Yeah, he's in a triple threat match, pal.
Oh, I didn't even bring him up. I'm sorry, Curtis Axel.
So not the fans that missed it for the authentic one. It's Wade Barrett versus The Miz versus Curtis Axel.
No, but the fact that I had to say that, where's Miz?
I do agree.
Where's Cesaro? They're doing something with him.
What's up, Zeb?
What's up, Zeb?
He'll be on the Lumberjack match.
Us managers, we you know. You're in the connection.
I do know.
Anyway, so I guess I should mention it.
So it's a right, what do you got?
No, the Sunday Night Heat match.
Yes.
We're gonna
Sheamus versus Damian Sandow, which I'm very surprised at because they've been building that feud pretty decently, and both men have carried that feud well with this.
They have!
The in-ring segments, which could have been horrible, are actually really entertaining.
You know, there's a lot of good guys who actually make SmackDown watchable. It's not a show, especially with The Shield and Daniel Bryan. That's been kind of like their show. Is it, because Cena doesn't really do anything on SmackDown.
Rare,
So really, the Shield, Daniel Bryan, Kane, Sheamus hold down SmackDown, and I know that they have their fans. So I think SmackDown is something, if you're not watching, should be watching. That being said, I think Sheamus is going to get the victory. Although personally, I would like to see Sandow get the win. But Sheamus, I think, come on. Sheamus.
I'm going to go with Sheamus as well. It's the pre-show, get the fans happy.
But Sunday Night Heat.
But yeah, Sheamus right now is one of their top guys as well, doing his
on the free part.
I've had this. Mr. Race likes to disagree with me.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm not a
wait
fan
till
of
episode 10. I'm going off. I'm buying an extra battery. It's gonna be a 2-parter.
The free show. Put Sin Cara versus JTG on there. Don't put
a crippled Rey Mysterio in.
Yeah. Back to we will say Sheamus.
All right.
But back to the main event.
We picking Sheamus too? We go like
a
low 5?
Yeah, low 5 on
low 5 for the free for you.
So first fall would be a lumberjack match. Second fall will be a tables match.
Yes.
And if they get to the third and deciding fall, will be an ambulance match.
I think Cena might get the decisive pin maybe there. It's the only match that's going to have a pinfall. And I'm not sure if you'll have... I don't know if they're going to put Cena to get pinned. I think, although he might, to some extent, because of the way things are going, be seen as the underdog, might sneak out a pin. I'm not saying it's going to be with the attitude adjustment. He's going to lay him out. I think maybe small package, backslide, inside cradle, Mahi stroll cradle, Oklahoma roll, some sort of chicken wing pin.
I actually see it the reverse. I see Ryback getting the cheap win due to the Lumberjacks.
Cheap win? Okay.
Yes, due to the Lumberjacks being surrounded. I see a big schmaz happening, one of those big all-out brawls. And a lot of people on the WWE roster, as well as the fan base, do not like Cena. So I see them taking advantage, coming in the ring while the ref's back is turned. Okay. And then Ryback sneaking in and hitting his little Ryback move. I can't remember the name of that move for the life of me.
It's the Samoan drop.
But he doesn't have a name
Yeah,
for it?
yeah, it's the marching Samoan drop.
Oh, I'm sure there's a name for it. The shock, well,
the Samoan drop.
That's the thing when he walks. Like, you
it's
all
an
know.
Argentinian stretch into a Samoan drop.
So you see Cena cheaply getting the first.
Not cheaply.
Well,
I'm just saying he's next a clean victory.
But
he's not holding any tights.
Okay, but not a decisive. Like,
no, it's not going to be decisive.
Okay.
It's going to be. I think, some sort of pin. Yeah,
okay.
some sort of like a crucifix pin.
Okay.
Or
now the
sunset flip.
Sunset flip.
Yeah. There you
now
go.
the tables portion of the match.
Tables portion of the match. Well, since I already picked Cena, and I do think it's gonna. I've never seen 3 stages of hell only go 2 stages, so I'm going with Ryback on this one. I think just it kind of made sense to me the way that Sheamus won his first title, kind of getting Cena through a table. I can see that happening. I can see Ryback pulling out the victory right there. Not necessarily having to pin John Cena, just dominate him and put him through a table.
Since you went with I'm gonna go the reverse angle.
Well,
since I saw
Ryback,
I do think it's going all 3. I see Cena picking up that second full. Ryback has been dominant and putting people through tables left and right. So I see actually Cena pulling the shocker out, and here comes the FU or the attitude adjustment, whatever he calls it now.
I see your logic there. I like your booking capabilities.
There's a little mind in here, Yeah. So I got the Asian of Champions right there.
Yes, you are.
And now we're in that mood today.
So I guess round 3.
So round 3 now is the deciding who are we gonna go with to win the WWE title.
The Shield.
They're gonna sneak in. They're gonna jump out of the ambulance.
I really have no clue how this is gonna go. This can go either way, but I think that with SummerSlam approaching, the face of the company is Cena, and I don't know. I think I see him holding on to the belt. Yeah, I think Cena's gonna pull out the victory over the Monster Ryback. It's tough though.
It is.
It's not an easy choice.
I want to say Ryback. I think he needs us to stay on top of the WWE hierarchy. Yeah. Because if he loses again.
By the way, Ryback is another conversation I will be having on the 10th episode. I think we
are going to have a time limit for that one, so we have to pack in as many topics.
No, we are not. I will buy batteries. I will pay for extra time in this room.
I'm gonna go with Ryback. Let's get to the match. We'll talk.
All right, go ahead.
I see Ryback. I think he needs this victory. I'm gonna piggyback off of one of your points, though. I think SummerSlam. He could go into SummerSlam as the champion, and usually I think maybe Cena could come back. Yeah. And we also have Money in the Bank coming up at the pay-per-view after that. Mm-hmm. So either Cena can get another rematch down the line for SummerSlam,
right,
or an all-new contender can emerge, which hopefully they go on past trends and use that as a springboard. Because I hated last year's where the WWE title ladder and the Money in the Bank ladder match was all people who have held the title before.
Right.
That defeats the purpose, in my opinion, of Money in the Bank. It's that stepping stone, like for the Dolph Zigglers. The Miz, all those guys in the past who were on that cusp, and people said, when are they going to get that shot?
Well, to be fair, they did end up giving that title shot to The Miz.
Last year Cena won the Money in the Bank for that,
right,
which he didn't need.
He didn't need it. No, he didn't. But let's not lose track.
Right.
I see what you're saying, and I agree with you, but I still think Cena's going to hold out the win. Also, I just always find it weird when, because you don't see it too often when there's 2 bad guys really holding the belt, and I do think Ziggler's going to hold on to the belt, but I think the one who's going to be kind of championing, the belt for the fans is going to be Cena. I don't think there's going to be 2 people, just yelling at fans like, we've got the gold and all of your heroes suck.
Could be an interesting way to go into the summer, though.
I think it'd be great. These kids don't need their heroes.
No,
you want heroes who go watch Superman, which I'm going to go see later tonight.
There you go. And our own Stacy, she saw that. I heard good things about.
How was it, Stacy? Two thumbs up from Stacy.
So go see Superman, Man of Steel. Go see FWE Welcome to the Rumble, June 21st, live at the Encore Center, Queens, New York. Or if you can't come live,
I'll be there.
Pay-per-view.
$14.95 will be there.
Yes. Gonna have some great exclusives for you guys.
I don't know if I'm wearing the whole suit though, man. It's getting hot.
It's gonna be hot. I've heard there's air conditioning.
Oh man!
And this time we are gonna break the Elm Core streak. Yeah. It's gonna be a fantastic show, packed house.
I didn't realize there was a
there's been a streak. There's been a but we're gonna break that.
All right, cool. Well, I'm rooting for you guys. You guys don't really need me rooting for you because I know you're gonna.
We appreciate it though.
It's gonna be a great show. Like I said,
you're gonna actually interview me this time.
I will interview.
I want to interview with.
I've been waiting for that.
You know, I'm always scheduling the interviews for these guys.
Yeah, so log on to Twitter, 1495 Sports at 1499 Sports.
1495.
14. What did I say? 1592. What did I say?
1499.
I said 99.
You did say 99. You got excited.
No, 1495 Sports. I did not say 99. We'll go back. We'll see it on the tape. Authentic B. Lewis, or you can look up on Instagram. Brandon Lewis, 1495.
That's your Instagram tag?
Yeah, that's my Instagram. Yeah. So log on and see photos, see articles at www.1495sports.com. And go up, for all the updates on things going on in New York and indie wrestling in the Northeast and wherever we can reach out to. If we can get to you, we will find you.
In all sports.
We'll cover you in all sports.
1495 covers baseball, basketball.
We spoke to John Franco. Not me. No, 1495 Sports.
Oh yeah, we
spoke to John.
Spoke to a lot of people. I'm big fan of the site. Love being a part of it.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching.
That's right. So WWE Payback this Sunday.
You got another hot tag?
Well, we didn't get the main event, so. You can follow me on Twitter at AJPan_PC. Like my fan page, America's Favorite Agent, AJ Pan. Go to our Hot Tag fan page on Facebook as well. We have a poll right now. You can vote for your favorite topics. Add one. In the lead, I believe I've seen favorite wrestling matches, and I believe best wrestler out there right now. That's going on. Episode 10. I'm trying to work on something actually very cool for that. So hopefully we can present that to you sooner than before the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But yeah, thank you for joining us. And
woo!
We will see you for episode 10.